Right, guys, I'm checking to check it out. So this morning we're gonna talk about the pitfalls of dating outside of your race. Okay, now it doesn't necessarily have to be a commonplace black and white. Obviously, that's the most common thing when people think about interracially dating and stuff like that. Most people think of it as a black guy with a white girl. That's just like the common thing in it, which it is true. That is the most common thing you will come across. Okay, but yeah, it doesn't have to be that though. It could be black with Chinese, black with Asian, and I'm gonna talk from my perspective, obviously being a black guy. So from what I know, because from what I've seen, from what I've seen, that if you're a white guy and you're dating interracially, whether you're dating an Asian, Oriental, even black, there seems to be less friction. There seems to be less drama overall. I know this because a good friend of mine, he dates, well, not in a minute, but he has dated a lot of black women and other races of women, like Thai women, all that stuff, whatever. But anyway, I'm going to talk about from my perspective as how it is being black dating outside of your race. Now, there's going to be a lot of pitfalls, mainly due to cultural reasons. There's cultural reasons, just the mere fact that you being black yourself, they won't like that. But you're gonna come across a lot of speed bumps, a lot of bumps on the road, I should say. And you get people, right? You get these people. Especially black people, if they know you date outside the race, and let's say you having a bit of problems, whatever. They'll be like, "Oh, why didn't you go date? Why didn't you just go date a black girl? Why didn't you find yourself a nice black girl?" I remember my auntie said that once. My auntie's cool though. My auntie don't give a fuck about who would date really. It was kind of like in jest, you know what I mean? My family are fucking liberal as fuck. Like my family, I'm not even being biased, but my family is probably one of the most liberal, accepting families out there. But yeah, my was kind of saying it in jest in a way, because obviously the girls that she has met have never been black. Okay, so she's only met a handful of my girlfriends, or girls I've been dealing with at the time. But that aside, you'll get other people who will say, "Why don't you date someone like your own race?" Blah 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 blah. Listen, it's not like I get why people are saying that, because culturally there'd be less dramas. Culturally, you know, no one's, the chances of a black girl taking home a black guy and say, "Hey, this is my boyfriend." There's more chance of seeing Michael Jackson do the fucking moonwalk than a black family bringing home another person of the same race, and there'd be a bit of drama, or there'd be a bit of a bit of sly looks. You know what I mean? Of course, that wouldn't happen. So I understand why people say that. I get it. I understand why people say that, but it's not. Why? Listen, I like who I like. I like who I like. I've dated many different women from many different places, ethnic origins. You know what I mean? White, Chinese, Asian. Mixed race, whatever, black. I've dated a lot of different women from a lot of different backgrounds. So It's not, it's, you know, when people say that to me, oh, why don't you just go, you know, why don't you just go date a black girl? Well, listen, I like who I like, and it's not like I'm purposely going out my way to find a non-black woman to get with. That is not the case, man. I'm not just gonna go out and pick a black woman to be with because there's gonna be less conflict, well, socially, culturally. You know, there'll be less just because there'll be less conflict. That's some bullshit. To be quite honest, that's some fucking bullshit. That's a dumb way of looking at it. I'm not gonna just settle because of that. Fuck that. Hell no. I ain't doing that shit. I like who I like, and you know I'll deal with the bumps in the road anyway. But but yeah, you know you're gonna, you know, from my experiences, you know I'm going back a little while ago now, when I was in my mid to late teens. You know, I dated a Chinese girl for a little while, and of course she used to come around mine. Not a drama, cool. You know, never was a drama. My mum's very, very welcoming to anybody in the family. I've got two other siblings, mixed race. Okay, so I got another brother and sister who are half black and half white. So, of course, there's gonna be no raised eyebrows from my mum. You know what I mean? You know, that's my mum's other kids. But anyway, yeah. So she's come around mine. That's not drama. She's come around mine all the time after she finished work or whatever, stuff like that, or whatever. But I can never go around hers though, and I only went around hers once, because like her mum and dad were out working, and the only person in the house was a granddad, I think it was, but he was like really elderly, so like we were able to sneak in, like well she was able to sneak me in, you know what I mean? Because she blatantly told me, she said, look, if my if my if my uncle sees you, he's gonna fucking go crazy. He's gonna tell my mum and dad. You know what I mean? And my mum and dad will fucking kill her, basically fucking disown her. You know what I mean? Because I'm black. So, you know, even from then, even from before that, I knew, you know, dating interracial is a nightmare, because whether people like it or not, the truth is that people see, and it still is the case now, they see black people as at the bottom of the pile. Black people are basically the lowest of the low, and it's that simple. Don't argue with me about it, because I know what it is. I'm the one who's living the life. I'm experiencing this shit. That's how it fucking is. Okay. You know, other people, you know, people who are non-black, they'll be friends with you. Not a problem. It'll be cool. Yeah. But if they catch you, you know, let's say I'm friends with someone who's, I don't know, who's 45, 50-year-old man, white man, yeah? We could be fucking best buddies, going out and drinking, out, have a drink, blah, 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 blah. But let's say he found out I was dating his cousin or some shit, or, you know, cousin, or just some, I don't know, he's fucking, he's fucking needs something like that. Shit will hit the fan. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like trust me, that's how it is, man. I could be good enough to be your friend, but don't intermingle with my fucking family, with my family gene, yeah. And all, you know, it's just, there's so many things you got to deal with. You know, I've dated, you know, many relationships I've been with, you know, up until there's one recently. I was with someone for a couple of years, and you know, I'm not too sure what her mum and dad really thought about me. They seemed cool. I'm not gonna really say a bad word about them. I'm not gonna do that, because I don't know fully how they thought. They always seemed cool to me anyway. I didn't really get any bad vibes from them. So either that or they're good actors, one or two. But her fucking sibling, her sister, but she got two sisters. I know for a fact her sister didn't like me. But I could tell from the first time she met me, I could tell her energy was off. Yeah. And that was her sister. That was her twin sister. Yeah. Her twin sister didn't like me. I can just tell. I'm very good with energy. I can tell people's energy. Yeah. And she's got an older sister who's like my age, because you know this girl I was dating, she's about 10, 11 years younger than me. And I can tell her energy was even more off, bro. Like, you know, like let's say they're around, or everyone was around her house, and let's say I come around, and you know, it's hard to explain, man. But the energy, I could just tell the energy was off, bro. They did not like the fact that her sister was dating a black dude. You know what I mean? Didn't like it at all. Especially, they were growing up in an area where there wasn't too many black people around that particular area, because they were like on the outskirts of the kind of city. But if you go into the city, he's fucking you'll see any race of people there. But yeah, her energy was completely off, man. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, and like, you know, I noticed that a few times. You know what I mean? And I thought, nah, I'm good, bro. Like, if I knew her sister was there, and you know, whatever, I just wouldn't even go around. You know. So you're gonna get these things, man. You're gonna sense people's energy. This kind of energy could be off. They don't wanna like you. They don't know me. They don't even know me. Yeah. They barely spoke to me. Like, you know, she barely spoke to me. But just because what I look like, you know, it probably doesn't help the way I look as well. Because obviously I'm not like an average looking dude. Like, I'm not fucking like just slim and whatever. You know, I'm a big dude. I'm a bigger than average dude. So probably that didn't help either. But just for the mere fact that I was black, didn't like it, man. Didn't like it. And she didn't have to tell me. These people don't have to tell me that, bro. They don't have to tell me that. The way they go on, bro. Like, you know, I used to have arguments with her twin sister, bro, over nothing, bro. Like me and her sister, like me and the girl I was with, yeah, we'd be talking about something. We could be having our own little private joke. One time she just fucking butted right in. She was like, "Don't fucking say that to my sister." I'm like, "What the fuck, bro? Like, what are you talking about?" Like, she'll flip out, bro. I'm like, what the hell, man? Like she's done it a few times, flipped out over nothing, bro. And that's that inner hate seat. Like, you know, when someone's got such inner hate, such inner, you know, such hate inside building up, right? People can't hold that, you know. They can't hold it, especially if they're younger. You can't hold that hating. You're just gonna make you're just gonna end up making some sort of outburst. Eventually, you're just gonna outburst, because you know, people who are a bit older, they can hold it in. They can play the game. You know what I mean? But younger birds, you know, if they don't like you, mate, they'll just wait for that tiny little thing to really make their feelings known. So she showed me who she was from very early on. You know what I mean? Again, and whenever I found out she was at the house, I had more time than not, I didn't want to go around. I don't need to put myself in that situation. Now, having said that, I've been with plenty of non-black women before, and their families have been very cool with me. You know what I mean? Very accepting, very cool, very cordial. I know. Again, I like to take things on face. You know, I'll take it on face value. So I wouldn't like to say that they were putting on acts. You know, to seem very cool with me. Again, I've been out with a Greek girl before. Again, she even told me out of her mouth, if her dad finds out she's dating a black dude, she'll get her fucking ass kicked. Literally, she'll get whooped. So, you know, this is prevalent. This is still prevalent to this day and age. People think that just because times are going forward and everyone seems a bit more liberal now. You got the LGBTQZ wide alphabet. You got alphabet community making waves. You get women wanting to be men, just you know, women got people identifying as lizards and all this. But people, just because people think there's, you know, if it's a little bit more liberal, that racism is, you know, dying out. No, it ain't dying out at all. Ain't dying out at all. You know, I don't tar everybody with the same brush. So, like, from my experiences, I've had enough of that. From that's just a couple. You know what I mean? Yeah, I need to show off now. Yeah, I've had a couple of experiences. You know, I've had quite a few fucked up experiences. Yeah, and you know, it's not. I'm not bitter about it. I understand it. I'm not gonna again. I'm gonna carry on dating who I want to date, and that's how it is. You know. But if you're gonna date into a relationship, you gotta. These are some of the things you gotta put up with. Unfortunately, racism is still alive and well, and just deal with it. If you like someone, you just have to deal with it. You know, and it's that simple, really. Don't get put off. Obviously, if it's too much, then you know you might have to cut your losses. But don't get put off about it, and just do what you gotta do. And with that, I'm out. I'll probably make another video on talking about it as well, some more in depth again. But yeah, I got to shoot off, so that's that.